Still ahead tonight on Time Warner Cable 8 News at 10, a local historian documents a century of service by the Jamestown Fire Department. Our VIP Chautauqua coming up after the break. Be right back. Time now for our VIP Chautauqua with Cable 8's James Reed, and tonight, part 2 of our profile of the historian for the Jamestown Fire Department, as he helps the JFD celebrate 100 years of firefighting and community service.
The volunteer fire department of 100 years ago is significantly different than what you would see today in the volunteer fire department. It was heavily socially active. A lot of the firemen of that era joined the fire department to better themselves. Probably the best way to equate it is someone joining the Moose or the Masons or something like that today. There were 200 in 8 companies out of 6 stations back then. And when the professional fire department was organized a year after the catastrophe of the Goki conflagration, those 200 were replaced by 37 men. The difference was, I guess, if you want to use an old cliche, they were on the way to the call when the volunteers used to be on the way to the hall. The 37 men worked 21 hours a day with 3 hours off per day, 6 days a week with 1 day off. They were not paid a lot of money. Some were paid as little as $36 a month.
The study of the history must be quite fascinating. I mean, to see how things have changed and some of the characters that were involved and so forth.
It is. It's a colorful profession because every day is a new day with the fire service. You could spend your whole tour of duty doing nothing except boredom, or you could be out there fighting one of the biggest fires in your life that'll become a milestone in history. Fire departments, all fire departments, not just Jamestown, are created through necessity, interest, a whole myriad of things, from the type of apparatus to the stations to the colorful characters that were in it.
For more on those colorful and courageous firefighters, you'll want to pick up a copy of Leo's book, A Transition in Red.
It's an interesting read. It's not really expensive. It ends in 1985, when I kind of ended my service in the fire department in 1985, but it's a good read. And who knows, you just might find your uncle or your grandfather or your great-grandfather within those pages.
All right, thanks, James. Now, for more on the history of the Jamestown Fire Department, you're welcome to drop by the Fire Chief's office, where you can pick up a copy of Leo's book for just $10.